Hi everyone, today we're gonna do a video which is like really close to my heart because I remember searching it out on YouTube, which was how to crack GRE in 10 days. I know all those people who are looking to me and listening to what I have got a topper with me. Hey Kshitij, hi. How are you doing? Yeah?
Fine.
Great. So Kshitij is 334?
Yes.
Great. Kshitij, there are some people who are listening to me, they're a little bit afraid they've YouTubed out how to crack GRE in 10 days. They found us. So let's save them. Let's save their ass. Let's talk to Kshitij. Kshitij, this is a 5-step approach. What do you plan for you? Kshitij, what do you recommend them? How to plan right now?
Okay, so the basic first step should be mocks. So mocks is the most important preparation that I did. It was like the main pillar of my preparation. So I would suggest at least 10 mocks because you do not have a base, you have not started preparing. So mocks are going to serve as your base.
Okay.
So you have to give at least 10 mocks.
Okay.
So there are multiple sources to give the mocks. So the first and the most important one is ETS. So when you register for GRE, you get 2 free tests, mock tests. So these are the 2 mock tests. Then there is also the CAT King mock test series which Sir will mention. Then there is Manhattan. Manhattan is they have the paid test series, but you can attempt 1 test for free. And there is Kaplan. This is also a similar concept where one of the tests is free. So in combination you can attempt 10 mocks, which is absolutely good enough. And you do not have more than 10 days, so you have to attempt at least 10 mocks. You have to utilize entire time. You cannot have some break before the exam. All that stuff you cannot afford because you have only 10 days left. So you have to work each day and you have to work hard.
That's lovely. So for example, if you're starting from here, so I would recommend if you're watching this video on a Sunday night, your plan should be from Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is 1 week, and I'm adding 3 more: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So 7 and 3, 10 days. So Monday you should write, okay, I'm going to give ETS, that is number 1, and followed by I'm going to give CAT King mocks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in between maybe you guys can plug in a Manhattan free mock. Don't buy those series for sure, and then you can plug in 1 more Kaplan mock, and then on the last day you should be giving ETS mock number 2. This should be the plan of action. So plug in 6 mocks for CAT King, which I'm giving you the link. Follow that up. Don't do anything else. The 2020 sets ka questions, start solving that up. After that, as Kshitij said, so spend time on analyzing the mock for the same. These 10 days, I don't want you to have any other focus, okay? Disclaimer, you guys can still crack GRE. But I don't want you to guys go to watch movies, chill out, relax. No. Every time, I still remember my Orkut status was, that was like 2005, 2008, 2009. That was about, I still remember, eat, sleep, study. You will say repeat, I know, but it's not that, repeat was not that common. It was eat, sleep, study, not necessarily in the same order. You know what I mean? That was my status. So these 10 days, fully focused, wrote about you have to crack 1 mock for sure. Number 2, what's this formula book?
Formula book, so basically for quants, most of the questions can be solved with the formula.
Okay.
So if you know the formula, it takes just a fraction of a second to solve it. So if you, while attempting the mocks, just write down the formulas that you use most often,
okay,
or the new ones that you encounter after analyzing them.
Okay.
And you can write them in a book so that when it is revision time, or when you are looking through the other questions, solved examples which we will mention later, so there you can refer to the formula book. Instantly you know the formula, you can solve it, and in the exam also it helps to remember the formula better.
That's lovely in here, guys. So pick up your formula book, start writing formula. They're giving mocks. You know, each mock has, you're going to give 10 mocks. Each mock has got 20 questions of quant, 20 plus 20, 40 plus 1 experimental. Experimental section.
Experimental section is generally not there
in the mock test, but it's going to be 40 questions each, so 40 to 10, 400 odd questions we have. 400 questions which are about, I would say about 100 plus would be formula based, directly pulling in the answers. Great. Number 3, what's number 3?
Number 3 is the vocabulary section. So here for the verbal section you need to know a lot of words. So these words are not a part of your general vocabulary. You need to learn them separately.
Right.
So if you're reading, you have not read up till now, or you do not have a good reading speed, all that sort of thing.
Right.
So you may have some problems in verbal section.
Right.
So these apps we have mentioned 2 here. This is not an app. This is a list.
Yeah.
It includes most of the important words that you can encounter in GRE.
Right.
So
a lot of people do the Magoosh app. That's also good. But if you want to have a good chart, I would say go down, take the printout, and then start mugging these words for sure. Some of them you can do by root words as well. Like I still remember altruist. Alt means other. Altruist. A person who thinks about others. You know, altruist. He's a good guy. This is again one of the root words. So these words are also going to be as a part of the 555 list. You got less time 55 words a day. If you can plug in from there, that's going to be good enough for your. These are actually one of the most repeated words which we have tried to collaborate it, as Cat King. Also, you guys can download the Cat King vocabulary app. It's an amazing app. You guys can go to different examination section. We've combined app for all the Indian examination, the GRE. Pick this up and start. Go to the GRE section and solve all those words. There will be about 100 to 200 words in the GRE section. Crack those. That's more than sufficient. Don't go haywire in the last 10 days. Very focused approach and get things into you. What's number 4, Kshitij?
So this is again stressing on the vocabulary. As I mentioned, the vocab section tends to be difficult for mostly for Indian students because the words that you encounter there, they are not a part of our general vocabulary. So vocab needs a lot of practice with synonyms and antonyms as well, because there are questions which ask you synonyms and antonyms of various words.
Lovely. So when you're doing mocks, you can take a notebook for that, maybe make up another formula book kind of thing.
And there are you can note down the words that you are having a trouble remembering.
Okay.
So there are some words where I try to remember the meaning, I get it, and then if you ask me after a couple of hours, I've already forgotten. So for this, there's a similar concept with the vocabulary book where you can write down the difficult words.
Lovely. So I call it bucketing of the word. I still remember my GRE. Rustic, boorish, churlish, crude, Yorkhill or bumpkin. They all mean which are like crude kind of people, you know, all the villager kind of people like bumpkin, Yorkhill. They're all. So this is called as a bucketing of the word. So you can bucket synonyms and antonyms because time is less, guys. 10 days to go. And also when you're giving all these mocks, people who got Cat King mocks with them, also go to the vocabulary section. All those words are there. Keep adding to this beautiful list which we've already prepared for you. It's an amazing amalgamation of the best possible and the most repeated words what students has given us back, like, hey, you know what, sir, this word was in GRE, so pick this up. What's number 5?
Before moving on, I would like to add something to here. So only include the words that you're finding trouble remembering. Don't include words that you know, that you're confident about, because when you're revising it will waste time reading those words again and again which you know already. So just include the words that you're having trouble remembering.
Okay. So that's good. So revising all the words which you have trouble remembering is the key. People revise everything. What they already know, they keep it revising.
They keep revising whatever they know already.
Yeah, I remember. So what I did was I used to call it circle theory. Say for example, I'm solving like 20 problems today. I'm going to make one circle, the problem which I was doing wrong. Okay. The next day